Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, we are in the garage today and we'll be actually working on one of the cars. I know it's been a little while, but we'll be working on the Corvette behind us. And that is to try to figure out why it is stumbling on idle. And basically when I try to give it any gas, it's, you know, I don't know if the throttle body's sticking. I don't know if there's a vacuum leak. I don't know what's really going on, but the car will idle. It'll fire up. You put it in reverse, try to give it a little bit of gas, and it almost wants to stall out. So, I don't know. I think something's going on with the throttle body. Maybe the intake. Because last time I worked on this thing, we did put the intake back on. Maybe something just isn't quite right. Maybe there's a vacuum leak. Maybe, you know, the intake, something's not tight. Or it could even be a throttle body gasket. I do have another one if I need it. I'm not sure if we'll need it, though. But it could also be a throttle body gasket. Alright guys, we got the car in reverse. Oh, it's actually cooperating today. It wasn't earlier. Let's try putting it forward. You guys see that? Yeah, this thing's idling like crap. So let's put it back in reverse. Okay, reverse seems fine, but if we put it in forward, you guys can hear that? This thing's running awful. Alright guys, I may have found the problem. I was looking down over here, and look what we got here. We have a spark plug wire not even plugged in. Guys, I don't know how I missed this. I was just going over, I checked the coolant for the supercharger. I checked the Holley MSD relay over there. I checked the one under the fender, the lights are all on. I checked the throttle body. I was actually about to tear that apart. Then I looked over here and I saw this wire stick and I'm like, wait, that's not right. Yeah, that could have been our whole problem, is simply a spark plug wire being not plugged in. So let me plug this back in and see if this worked. And honestly, guys, I don't know why that's disconnected. And I must have been tightening something and I just didn't put it back on. So, all right, the driver's side are all plugged in. Let's make sure the passenger side are all in. Yeah, everything looks good. Maybe this was a simple fix. Just remember to plug in your spark plugs. So let's go ahead, fire this thing up. All right, let's try it in reverse. Alright, it seems to be idling fine. Let's go forward. Guys, that was it. That's so stupid. Well, there you go. Sometimes it is a simple fix for a stupid problem. Kind of glad we found that within 2 minutes, but just sucks because I haven't been driving the car because of this. And I first backed this car up like a month ago because I had to get something down for a party out of the attic, and that's when I backed it up, and I noticed it was running like crap. So I literally haven't driven the car in over a month. Plus we went on that vacation. You guys would have seen that video last week. But yeah, I think we're ready to go fill this car up, go get some fresh 93 in it. I would go today, but if you guys can see behind me, it is raining yet again. It has rained like 8 out of the last 9 days. There's a break tomorrow, but I need to mow the lawn, so maybe I can finish after. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I just got back from a quick test drive around the neighborhood. Probably drove around 10 or 15 minutes. No issues with oil pressure, temperature, overheating, anything like that. Everything worked just fine. I do have kind of two problems. One, when we welded on that exhaust, I think I didn't get the V-bands tight enough. There sounds kind of like there's a big exhaust leak down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and retighten those. They do have a secondary nut that you put on those V-band studs. So I'm gonna put those on, make sure that's all tightened up. And then the second problem is these new brakes, the carbon ceramics suck. And what I mean by that is the carbon ceramics, it's like you have to put a lot of brake pressure on them for just the car to stop. You know, when I bought those, Thought the car was supposed to stop on a dime like that. I know you're supposed to get them warm. I haven't broken in the pads yet, but it's like I don't really feel safe getting up to speed and then slowing down. So we might end up trying to reblade that whole system, and we'll do that by doing the passenger rear, passenger front, driver rear, driver front, then putting in new fluid all at the same time. So we'll try that. I mean, the car stopped, but like I said, it's not the performance that I'm used to, and the Z06 brakes outperform it currently. Let's try rebleeding the brakes, and we'll try this again. And then the first issue, like I said, there sounds like a big exhaust leak. All right, guys, you can see we are bleeding the brakes the old-fashioned way. You know, opening the bleeder, pumping it, opening it, closing it, pumping it, doing all that stuff. I already did the inside nipple. Now we're gonna do the outside bleeder, and just do this for the rest of the car. So we're gonna do this side, passenger side front, driver side front, and we should be done, hopefully, with bleeding the brakes. All right, guys, you'll see our 17-inch drag wheels that we have. These are those Motegi 17s that we've had forever. Just wanted to see if they would clear with the carbon ceramics. They'll clear the rotor just fine, but unfortunately, the caliper is hitting the wheel, and it's hitting down here on the crossover tube, and it's also hitting up top over here. So there really ain't much we can do with the 17s. So these will be going up for sale soon. All right, guys, it's been a long weekend, but the Corvette is finally back on the ground. The brakes have fully been bled. I actually ran through a full quart of brake fluid on that, bleeding it. So I've gone through that system as good as I can. And the exhaust tightening up really did help the idle, so it has quieted down quite a bit. I will say this, I did go for a test drive. You guys will see some pictures here. And the car drove fine. It is idling a lot better than it was, like I said, but the brakes still suck. My theory is I have to follow the GM burnishing steps, and what that is, you have to do 60 to 0 40 times in like 10 minutes, something like that, something crazy. I've done some 30 to 0 because I haven't really taken the car on a full test drive just yet, but so we will get that, and hopefully the brakes do pick up eventually and get better. I think it just requires heat, requires a braking cycle, and we will eventually get those clamping down like they should be. So we'll cover that in a future video if we have any more issues with the brakes, but I don't think that we will. And as we did show you earlier in the video, the 17-inch radials that we have will not fit because the rear Brembos basically don't clear inside the Motegis that we have. So that kind of sucks. I really like those wheels. I didn't want to buy another set of wheels, but looks like we're going to have to. So I will have those on Facebook Marketplace very shortly, and if I have them and you're still interested, let me know. Email me down below, emails in all the videos, so email me or direct message me on Instagram. That's one thing. I will ship them because rear wheels won't be too bad to ship. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more Corvette content, we do got more stuff coming up. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out all the links down below for everything that we use today, tools and whatnot, all that stuff. Check all that out, and also make sure you check out our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Any support you guys can give there goes right back into the channel, these projects, the Corvette, the truck, and all that. So that's be it. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.